Mantis is one of my favorite skill champs in the game. I took her to rank 2 after my Act 8 exploration run, and she's been a blast to use and has been really helpful for me in many areas of the game, especially game modes like Battlegrounds, and she's been pretty fun for some boss content like Spring of Sorrow. I'm going to take a Spring of Sorrow Onslaught later in this video. She was really fun for that. But she's just an overall really good nuke champion because she's very Battlegrounds focused in how her kit works. I suggest you run special damage for her stat focus because all of her damage comes from that special too. And we're going to show a bunch of Battlegrounds fights of her destroying that area of the game of the contest. And we're going to start off against Winter Soldier. Just to see a little punching bag showcase first. And Winter Soldier's AI is definitely not very fun for a champion like Mantis, who is kind of AI reliant, because you do need to control the AI, whether that is with infuriating them or intimidating them, and you get those debuffs from specific ways. The infuriate comes from dashing back after your first, second, or third light attack, and then the intimidate comes after placing your fourth light attack. So you use these two emotion manipulator debuffs to place mixed emotion passives and then consume them by charging your heavy attack next to the opponent, which will put them to sleep, which is basically a stun, but not a stun because it will bypass stun immunity nodes or debuff immunity nodes, because sleep, again, is like stun. It just works a little bit differently. So anyway, she's going to finish this fight off after this heavy attack right here into an SP2, and I'm building more charges than I really need. We're going to stop the heavy early with only 7 Furies because I knew that was enough, and then Winter Soldier goes down. So it was a little bit over a minute, which is okay, and it's not bad at all. It's actually quite good, but Mantis is a short fight champion, so you get to see some of her short fight prowess here against this Photon to start with. And Mantis is one of the best Photon counters in the game, in my opinion, because Photon is weird in how if you are using a skill champ that purifies, it doesn't really matter to Photon because she'll get her pure light charges anyway. However, you can stop this kind of thing by using a champ like Mantis, who will use the Tranquilize to prevent the debuffs from ever happening, so she won't ever gain any of her charges. And just like that, that Photon got completely destroyed in 35 seconds. And I believe I fight her again in a different meta in this one, and this is in the arms race meta, which is just the same thing, but more nukey. So the Tranquilize is one of the best things that Mantis has in her kit, especially against science champions mainly, because that's really the only way it's really reliable. But you can just use it to make sure that Photon doesn't really gain a lot of her pure light charges, and then you have a really good time there. So anyway, at this point, I'm trying to push Photon to her SP2, and then I'm going to charge my heavy attack, and then she's going to die because of arms race, giving me plenty of kill power just like that. So arms race meta was definitely a meta. So 34-second fight there, basically the same. Next up, we're going to fight a Dr. Doom. And one of my favorite things about Mantis is that she works in matchups you wouldn't expect her to, just because she kind of just ramps up, gets to SP2, and wins, because she does so much damage, to where defenders like Doom, where they are very difficult to fight sometimes, it's not terrible for Mantis just because she kind of just gets to SP2 and wins, so there's not much time for things to go wrong. And that's definitely going to play a factor in this Doom fight. As you can see, once I get to my SP2, he's going to be almost dead. I need to bait his SP2 first. He throws it, and then I dex it, and then I'm going to go for an Intimidate, place that, and then he blocks. We get to do our 20 mixed emotions, exactly where we want to be. Let go of the heavy, cancel into a relic, and then do another heavy into the SP2, which is going to do enough damage to finish off the Dr. Doom. So Doom, extremely tanky, and has a lot of annoying mechanics on both of his special attacks, especially if you misdex the SP2, which luckily I didn't, but anyway, really good time there. So next up is going to be against an Onslaught. This is a rank 4 ascended Onslaught, so we are punching down a bit, but we also have class disadvantage, so that does kind of even it out a little bit. And you also would still be good against a rank 5 ascended Onslaught. I've done it before. It wasn't always clean, but it's because I took hits and I'm just bad. So anyway, we're going to get to the SP2 relatively fast, and then he's going to die, just like how Mantis does most Battlegrounds fights. So we do have 3 Neuroshocks on me, so they are ticking while I'm charging my heavy, which is really annoying, but it's okay. There's a really nice crit on the Relic too, and then yeah, plenty of overkill on the SP2. Like, if that was a rank 5 Onslaught, he still dies in that amount of time. So we do take some damage, but I could have avoided a bit more of it if I was more cautious on managing the Neuroshocks when I charge my heavy attack. So yeah, I like Mantis for Onslaught. It's a very interesting matchup. Next up, we're going to be fighting a APOC, and I already messed up the fight. I believe that's the only screw up in that fight, so all the health I lost was mainly just because of that. But at this point, we are going to switch or intimidate, make APOC scared of us, and then we're going to go back and get to our SP2, and then he's going to die, just like normal. So APOC is one of the tankiest champs in the game, so this SP2 might not kill him if it was a rank 5 ascended. Let me see exactly how the damage was, because I don't remember 100%. We go for the Relic, no crits on the Relic, which is annoying, but that's okay. He dies there. It would have been close if it was a rank 5 ascended APOC, but I still think she would have probably been able to do it, especially if he got like 1 crit on the Relic. So next up is against the Spider Ham, rank 2 Spider Ham. This is from the Counter-Strike meta, so it was definitely a while ago, but it's still a really cool fight, so I figured I'd include it. We infuriate the pig, and then we have 16 of our mixed emotions just like that. I want to get to my SP2 immediately, and once I get there, he's just gonna die because he is a pig. He does not have a lot of health, so I don't even charge my second hit of the heavy. I just go for the SP2, and he's just dead. 32-second fight. I took some damage there. I think it was just block damage that I took the damage from, if I remember correctly. But next up is a rank 3 Sasquatch. So this Sasquatch is a rank higher than us, and as you know, Sasquatch is literally the biggest health pool in the game, and if you have him at rank 3, that means you own the biggest possible health pool in the game right now, like Misery right here. So we're going to get to our SP2, and I'm going into this fight expecting it to take 2 SP2s, just because of how tanky he is with his health pool and his Wrath charges reducing damage he takes. So we go for the heavy attack, and he does have crit resist, so I can't rely on a Relic crit on my Relic. But anyway, the SP2 wipes out half of his health, and once we get him to Wrath again, he's going to lose all of the protection stuff, so we're going to be able to nuke him with another one relatively easily. But we're going to intimidate him here, or not, we're not going to intimidate him here. I thought we were. But either way, Sasquatch throws his special attacks and stuff. We're big chillin'. We're going to go for an intimidate right here. Start stacking mixed emotions, and we're going to go for... No, we just stopped there. I was thinking I was going to go for 20, but I realized I probably don't need 20. We got some Relic crits there. Go for a heavy attack. He dies, so... Rank 3 Sasquatch, 79 seconds, punching up. So not too bad, not too great either, but it's okay. This is a Gladiator from the Magic Thief meta, and Mantis was not ex-Magicka, so this is literally a Gladiator that I have to worry about the Indestructible for. And it was a fun fight that I took, because, you know, taking these tactic defenders without a way to remove that Indestructible is a little bit difficult sometimes, but for Mantis, it just kind of worked, so that's why this video is here, or this clip is here, I should say. And we're gonna go for the Intimidate. I want to get a parry to get rid of the Indestructible first, and then we're kind of big chillin' at this point. Get to 20 mixed emotions, and now I'm like, okay, he's dead now, because we go for a heavy attack, into the relic, and then heavy attack again, SP2, dead. So, was that my last BG's fight? No, it wasn't. Or was it? Yes, it was. Okay, so next up we have a fun path in Act 8. Just one fight on this path. I didn't really record a lot of them, but it's against this Mr. Negative here on Power Shield 2.0. Strictly because it was a funny fight, because of the damage that she gets from Power Shield 2.0. And also, this node gives cruelties, and since Mantis' SP2 is guaranteed crits, obviously cruelties are kind of nasty for her, so we'll definitely take it. Anyway, I'm going to push this Mr. Negative to his SP2 so I don't get my don't get the Reverted Controls on me, and then I'm going to go for the Intimidate, and then we're going to go for a Relic after I get my combo up a little bit more, and we're going to go one hit, Relic, and then one hit again into an SP2, and that's going to push him all the way down to 2%, and he doesn't die yet, and I run into his SP2 because of Reverted Controls that I forgot about, but that's okay, because, yeah, it's fine, it's no big deal. But anyway, so that's the negative fight, and then the last fight in this video is going to be against Spring of Sorrow Onslaught. And again, I kind of like Mantis for Onslaught. I just think manipulating Onslaught's AI is really useful because his AI just kind of sucks, so it makes it easier when you can use a champ like Mantis who does have that AI manipulation stuff. So anyway, we're gonna just dex his SP1 a lot, and I think I'm gonna cut the voiceover short because I already uploaded this fight on YouTube, so there's not much I want to talk about. But as you can see, we're gonna build to an SP2, and I just want to make sure the power stings aren't on me when I throw it, dex his SP1s, and counter them by dashing in, and it's just kind of repeating that the entire fight. The hardest part about this fight is just nailing the SP1 dex, which I got pretty good at, and so yeah, that's going to be this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. It was a shorter showcase for me, for the showcases I've put out recently. Usually they've been quite long, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video anyway, and I will see you in the next one.